Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Venture Sonic 234. I'm here to walk you around the unit, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by arriving at the campsite. A couple things I want you to take into consideration. First and foremost, your slide. I've already put it out. It doesn't come out far, but just make sure you've got room for your slide to come out, nothing to impede it from going in or out, nothing hanging on top of it. I also want you to think about where your water and electricity are. Your water is just behind your rear tires on your off-camp side or your driver's side, and your power is all the way at the rear on your off-camp side or your driver's side. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities. When you arrive at the campsite, unhook our hitch. Hitchman will go over that with you. You do have a power tongue jack on yours. You have a docking light for night. Simply raise or lower the unit, get it level. I do recommend maybe putting a sticker on the side, a sticker level, or your unit, the door is about the middle of the unit, so just stick a small level inside the door. Make sure your unit's level. Now should you lose power, you do have a manual override underneath here, underneath this rubber stopper, a hand crank to do that. Speaking of power, I like when I arrive at the campsite to check my battery post. I'm traveling down the road, wiggling things around. Make sure your posts are connected good. Your unit also comes with a battery disconnect, which we'll talk about later when talking about your carbon monoxide detector. So once we've got our unit level, next thing you're going to do is stabilize the unit. So you have a hand crank, 3/4 inch socket, put it on here, run them down. Now what I do recommend are jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop. Better to distribute the weight. So you're only going to want to run these down to their taunt. You can also get a 3/4 inch socket for an impact driver or a drill gun. But just remember, when you get down low, because them run kind of fast, when you get down low, slow it down, because you don't want to lift your unit, you only want to bring these down to their taunt. Remember, they're stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. So we got our unit level, our unit stable. Next thing we're going to do is hook up our water and electricity. Coming over here to your off-camp side, we'll go ahead and start with your power. The way these new power cords work is they go in at a low angle. Once it's in, twist to the right to lock it, and then go ahead and turn your gray washer. Now, that is your 30 amp service. Should you need to go down to 110, in your convenience pack is a 30 to 110 adapter. Just put that on, plug into any 110. Next thing we're going to do is hook up our water. Let's start by pretending we're at a campsite and we're hooking up to the city water connection. First and foremost, water pressure regulator. Hook this water pressure regulator up to your unit before hooking the hose onto it, because it's going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. You don't know what different campsites are set at, so you always want to use this. Water pressure regulator, your hose, but don't turn on your water yet. Right next to your city water connect is your hot water. Lower this screen. Right here's your opening. All we're going to do is we turn our drain plug in our rod. You may have left it out from last time you were camping. So put in your drain plug, close that up nice and tight. Then you can turn on your water. Now after the water's been on for a little while, you're going to go ahead and pull on this pressure release valve. It's going to release air, and then eventually a nice stream of water is going to be coming out of there. Once it is, you know your hot water heater is full and can be lit from indoors. Now if you're going camping and you're dry docking, simply go to fresh tank fill. Repeat the same process, just fill your tank up here, burp your hot water heater, let the air out of the lines, and then you can turn your hot water heater on from inside. However, when using the fresh tank or potable water is when you're going to want to turn on your water pump inside as well. Only turn on your water pump when using potable water, not city water. So we've got our water hooked up, our power hooked up. We'll walk you around the unit, show you a few other things. In the back of the unit here, you also have a black tank flush, which we'll talk about when dumping your tanks. You have an outdoor shower. Furnace heat release, so if you're running your furnace, you clear this, it'll get rather warm. Again, your water hookups, your hot water heater, your power. Both of these black panels are access to the back of your fridge. And this is a hood vent for your microwave. Down here's your dump station. Everything all nice conveniently in one area. You have pass-through storage here. There's your hitch work. Again, your battery. Do you want to mention on your propane tanks that you do have a regulator? Simply point this toward the tank that you wish to use. Shut all your gas off. Again, your stabilizing jacks, your pass-through storage. On the front of your unit here, you do have a 110 and satellite hookup. And then another little storage area back here underneath the bunk area. Actually quite a big storage area. And on the back of your unit, your accessory rack. And spare tire with a cover. Now at your park, if you need to hook up to their satellite or cable, you do all that here. And this one over here is for solar. Should you want to put a solar panel on it, just plug it in there and that'll trickle charge your batteries. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside of your unit. Coming in your unit, first and foremost, at the entry doorway will be your fire extinguisher. Make sure that everyone that's camping with you knows where the fire extinguisher is. It's by your entry door. So your entry door quite a bit to the left as you come in. Down here on the bottom is an access panel to your fuses and breaker box. Looks like you got mostly 15s in there, a couple 40s. Highly recommend grabbing some of them from our store and keeping them on hand with you when you go camping. Some more storage here. So here's where your cable hooks up for your TV. What I want to mention in here is this red light here. There's a little button. So when you arrive at the campsite, when you plug in your TV and you're ready to scan for local channels, press that button. That's a digital channel enhancer. It's going to allow you to pick up more channels. Here's your sound system, Insignia TV and remote. Up top here, here's your awning in and out. You slide in and out. Here's your interior and exterior lighting. That is your water pump, excuse me. So you turn the water pump on. And more access up here. Self-explanatory microwave. The stove, I just shut the gas off, but you hit this to light, and it'll kick gas out, and you'll light it with a hand lighter. Light and fan for your microwave. I want to mention you got a couple 110s around your sofa here. Real quickly now, let me show you how to turn the sofa into a bed. Rather simple. This part, jackknifes. Hook here in the middle. Lower. fold. And now your sofa is a bed. Reverse the process. Put it all back. Fold this in half. Fold this bottom last right there up. Lift this up. Lock it in the middle. Jackknife your sofa back up. And you're back to a sofa. Around your unit. Come down your hallway. You have your thermostat. Just set that desired temperature. Down at the bottom is your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention it as 12 volt is always running off your battery. So that battery disconnect that's on top, if you're going to be gone for the day and you're not going to be plugged in, if you have nothing charging your battery, use that battery disconnect to keep this from running your battery down. Coming over here to your fridge. Let out, you're on automatic. That means you're running off electricity as soon as you plug in. You're hooked up to gas. As you turn it on. You have a furnace heat release down here in a 110. A couple 110s back here in the bedroom. Or your individual one-touch lighting all throughout the unit. Your bunks. This leg will remove this table. Set it on these lips here. That'll make an extra bed by using these. This top bunk will come down just by unhooking these. Back here you do have a hand crank open vent. No fan. Just a vent. Coming in here to your bathroom. A few things to mention in here. Let's start with your lighting. Tank heaters. Here's where you turn on your tank heaters if you're in inclement weather. You think your tanks might freeze. So here's where you turn on your water pump. That red light up front was another accent light for outside. This is where you turn on your water heater if you're hooked up to gas. Here's where you turn it on if you're hooked up to electricity. Here's where you check all your levels, your brand new battery. All your tanks are empty. Also in your bathroom you do have a 110 with GFCI protection. You also have plumbing to maintain. Keep an eye on your plumbing behind your toilet and under your sink, just like you would at home. Also in the bathroom here, have a hand crank open, but you do have an exhaust fan on this one. Speaking of fans, here's your big AC unit. Indoor speakers, smoke alarm. That about covers everything on the inside. Now let's act like we're going to go camping. Or excuse me, leave the campsite. So go through, shut all the lights off. Go up in here. Turn your lights off. And then we're going to run our slide in. We hit the in button. And that's going to run in a matter of seconds. Just make sure nothing's going to impede it. You have nothing in the hallways anywhere near it. Now, hear that noise? That's okay to hear for a couple seconds. It's just the mechanism in the slide resetting itself. Alright, we've got our unit closed up. Everything's secure for travel. Let's go act like we're leaving the campsite. So now we've come outside. We brought up all of our leveling jacks. Gonna come to the rear of your unit. Fresh water drain. You're gonna open that up, drain all your water out. You're gonna pull your hot water plug. Go ahead, bleed your lines first. Pull your hot water plug, drain your hot water heater. You're all set to head up to the campsite, to the dump station. Once you're up at the dump station, you're gonna hook up your sewage hose. It comes in the convenience pack. We do have longer, stronger, bigger, better ones in our store. Don't forget you do have a 10% off coupon to use. Hook up your sewage hose, pull your black tank. Now after you pulled your black sewage holding tank for a while, it sounds like it's no longer draining. You're gonna come back here Hook up your water pressure regulator again. Hook up the hose at the dump station, and you're going to run this for about 5 minutes. That's going to spray out your tanks really good. Don't be in a rush. 5 minutes isn't long to get this cleaned out nice. So once that's ran for about 5 minutes, unhook your hose, unhook your water pressure regulator, come down here, close your black tank. Then open up your gray tank. Your gray tank's going to be your cleaner waters, your sinks, your showers. That's going to wash out your sewage hose for you. Once you're done there, take your sewage hose, and a nice convenient sanitary place to store it is right inside your bumper. Well, that about covers it. Hope you guys enjoy this trailer for many years to come. From TradeWinds, I thank you. Happy camping.